Hello, this is Raj, your host at lucidtrend.com. In this session, we will talk about the absolute basics of charting. That brings the following two terms. Number one is support, and number two is resistance. So whenever you look at the stock chart, you're able to identify price levels which are above the current stock prices. We call these our resistance levels. And any price levels that are below the current price are known as support levels. These are the levels in which the stock could have bounced back, or it may bounce back. So in this example, we will take a look at the moving average that acts as a support level as well as a resistance level. So a 50-day moving average as well as a 200-day moving average are two of the most commonly used MAs used to identify support levels and resistance levels. Therefore, one of three things can happen here which can affect a trader's mindset. So number one, either the prices bounce back or they get rejected quickly. Then number two, the prices slow down, which is when sideways price action occurs. This occurs before the rejection or penetration at that level. Or number three, the stock will gap up above that level or gap down below that level. In this chart here, we can see clear evidence of prices slowing down near the support and resistance levels. So essentially, the 200-day moving average here is acting like a resistance level. And here, at this point, the 200-day moving average is acting as a support level. This is the simplest explanation of support and resistance levels. Here we have identification of low and high points on the chart. These points are subject to the interpretation of the chartist. In this chart, we will try to identify the resistance levels and support levels based on the major high over here. So here the level that once acted as a resistance level now acts as a support level. So what we know is that once the price penetrates through that level, it can in turn start acting like a support level in the future, as well as support can start acting like a resistance. So our support and resistance levels are defined by us drawing the channels on the charts. Here, any individual acting as a chartist can identify the high and lows and draw the concluding support and resistance levels. Here is example 1. So in this example, let us identify the support areas on this chart. And here we can conclude the resistance line to create the perfect channel. Let's see, the second example on this chart is of the resistance and now support. And here we have example 3. So here we have one more channel. And of course, all of this is subject to interpretation. So let us reflect back on what we have learned. The moving average. Which moving average is the right one to use is always a big question. The trend lines and channels, the question remains, how far do we go back, or which points on the charts to use, or perhaps it's all easy after all the events have taken place. So we know our resistance lines are created by using previous highs, and that our support lines are created by using previous lows. We can treat them more like psychological levels. They can be broken, and an attempt could be made to form a new trend. On the next segment, we will address how the support and resistance lines are automated, and concluded by our trend-following system. So in this chart, we're able to see how the long-term Lucid trend-following system displays the support and resistance lines. The job of the support line is to elevate as the stock prices move higher. This is based on the internal structure identified by our system. It's just like a staircase moving in an upward direction. And so in turn, our resistance line that has been identified should be moving downward. So as you can see in this chart, our support levels and resistance levels represent a huge distance from the actual stock price. This allows the trend follower to keep a position that takes into account headline risks and short-term market fluctuations. And in this chart, we can see how the medium-term Lucid trend following system is displaying those support and resistance lines. This system is more advantageous for active swing traders who would like to take advantage of the market's ebbs and flows with a medium-term time horizon. Since the support and resistance lines are closer to the actual stock prices, it allows participants to take a bigger position compared to our long-term trend-following system. However, this system still allows risk to be at a moderate level of 1 to 2%. In this chart setting, you are seeing support and resistance lines through the Lucid price action methodology, also known as LPA. So let me highlight the support lines as well as the resistance lines on this chart. This analysis is based on the Darvas box theory. So once again, our support lines always stay put or elevate, and our resistance lines stay put or they reduce. Support and resistance lines are used by traders to refer to price levels on charts. These lines provide them with a psychological comfort zone used to confirm the direction of a future path. They are psychological levels, they are not walls. Therefore, they could be broken, in turn causing new trends. Join us at lucidtrend.com for a crystal clear trend analysis and trade plan. Our system will guide you to have process-driven approach to your successful journey in the market.